Welcome. Today we're going to do a little sequence that's focused on the head and the neck, and it's inspired by the Śirsha Bhedāh series of head exercises that comes from the Bharatanatyam tradition. So let's start by looking up, actually tipping the throat up. So think stretching the throat as opposed to crunching the back of the neck. And then we're going to take it in the other direction, but see if you can grab the hair just at the base of your skull and lift that up so you really feel the back of the neck lengthening. Beautiful. Let's try that again. So looking up, stretching the throat, and then stretching the back of the neck. That means the chin is going to come towards the sternum notch. And once again, throat. And stretching the back of the neck. And then back to sama, or just looking straight ahead. And we'll take some head circles. So feeling this out, how big do you want to make that circle? How small? After 3, let's take it in the other direction. All those little crunchy noises that you can probably hear. And then we'll go back and forth. This is small. Like you're saying, no. So just little movements. Sometimes I like to close my eyes when I do these just so I can focus inwards. Now, doing the same thing, keeping that motion going, but you can just start to tip the head up a tiny bit and come back down to your starting point and maybe look down slightly and come back up. And stopping. And then we'll do a similar, very small movement, but nodding the head. And after you've done this a little bit, you can just take it out to the side a tiny bit, come back to center, take it out to the other side a tiny bit, and back to center, and back to sama. This time we're going to look as far out to the side as we can, back to sama, and then to the other side, and back to sama. Let's try that again. So go to your edge, and then just nudge. Create some little pulses there that are nudging to the side. And then back to sama, and other side, and just nudging. Seeing if you can play with that edge a little bit. Back to sama, and let's do it one more time. See if we've created a little more space. So looking up to the side, back to center, and out to the other side, back to center. Perfect. Okay, the next one, we're going to look diagonally down, and then diagonally up. So down and up, down and up, down and up. Other side, down and up, down and up, down and up. And this time let's go do one on one side, one on the other. So diagonally down and up, other side, down and up, down and up, down and up. One last time, and up, and coming back to center. So the last one we'll do is making kind of a lazy infinity sign or a figure 8. So just letting the head kind of roll from one side to another, thinking of that infinity sign. And then let's take it in the other direction. One of these directions will probably feel a little bit strange. And coming back to center. So we'll finish our little session up here with a little myofascial release. So first off, if you can just find your collarbones, feel that out. It's usually pretty prominent. And then you're going to take a few fingers on one hand just underneath the collarbone. So this is where the pectoralis muscle is attaching to the collarbone, and we're going to scroll into that muscle. You can kind of wave your arm like that right out to the shoulder. And let's try it on the other side. So finding that little notch, you can feel the sternum, you can feel the collarbone, and you're leaning up into the collarbone until you come to that little break. There's a bone at the shoulder that will stop you. Let's try it again, going in the first direction. So just nuzzling those fingers in and scrolling across, just releasing maybe some of that muscular tension that might have accumulated. And other side. Nice. Then let's take both hands and we'll just work the upper traps a little bit. So just taking a handful of those traps and kind of drawing it forward. Feels kind of nice. I like to take my fingers even just like down the back a little bit. One last time. Nice. And then let's just end with a few little shoulder rolls backwards and forwards. Hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thanks for joining me for this little exercise to help you find a little ease and mobility in your neck and head.